Okay, welcome back. This is part 3 of our electric lunch presentation covering Twitter. Here I am at the Twitter homepage, and basically what I'm going to do in this segment of the presentation is show you how this really works. I have an account, so we'll log in a second, but basically the URL for the website is just www.twitter.com or just twitter.com. When you go to Twitter, it's basically like many of these Web 2.0 websites that are free, where if you don't have an account and you're interested in setting one up, you can just basically create a new account for yourself and get going. So I've already created an account, and so I'm going to sign in using my username and password. And when you set an account up, one of the important things is that you get a phone number that you can use to actually text message your announcements to Twitter. So using the website, as you can see here where we have this "what are you doing," and you have 140 characters that you can use to answer the question of what are you doing. I'm going to write a little post really quick here, recording part 3 of EL number 5. Okay, so I can send my update, and you see here below is this running log of both my updates and updates of other people that I'm following. I'm only following one other person right now. It's actually Sockington the cat. So I see all of the updates here in my sort of dashboard view for the people I'm following. So you can update and send out these alerts via the Twitter website very easily. You can also, as I said, use the phone number to send text messages and send an update that way. So I'm going to quickly post a message from my cell phone, and then we'll refresh the screen and see what that looks like. Okay, so I just sent a text message to my Twitter account from my phone. I don't have a video camera, so you'll have to trust me that I just did that. So I'm going to hit the refresh button here, and we should see my new message. There we go. It says texting to my Twitter account half a minute ago, which is what I just did. And you see here it says from and then TXT. And the one I did previously for the recording here shows 3 minutes ago from web. Okay, so that's kind of indicating how I actually posted the update. Okay, so that's how easy it is to both set up an account and to start posting alerts. Now, what people can do then is, if they want to follow you, they can essentially just follow you. It's your username. It's basically twitter.com/ your username. So I'm going to go ahead and change mine here in the address bar so you can see. Now this is what it looks like when you're just looking at one individual Twitter account. So if you were to follow me using this URL above, this is what you should see. Now, as for those of you who have kind of know what's going on with the Web 2.0 stuff here too, as you can see at the very bottom, you can subscribe to this as a feed using RSS, or really simple syndication. So that kind of extends into what I'm going to show you right now, which is how you can embed these alerts or updates in websites very easily. So I have a little test sort of educational technology blog, and I have added a widget here on my right hand sidebar of my blog here on blogger.com, and I hooked it up so that I could have my alerts displayed via Twitter. So that's this little widget right here, and it says, "What am I doing? Going to the magic of cinema." Well, that's actually not reflecting my latest update, so I'm going to just refresh here, and then we should see, there it is, texting to my Twitter account, which is, as you saw over here, the one that I just published via my phone for the purpose of this illustration. So if individuals wanted to follow you or your department or something like that, all they have to do is basically set up a Twitter account, and then they can add you by finding people and following them, and then they can decide when they set up that relationship. For example, I'll show you what it looks like how I'm following Sockington. I can basically opt in or out how I want to receive these updates. Okay, so I can if I go to my settings, I can basically tell it that what I want to do is for Sockington, I want to receive device updates here via my phone. So if I click this radio button, I'll start receiving my alerts from Sockington via text message to my cell phone. Okay, now my cell phone, this came up in the actual live presentation. It's a very basic cell phone. In fact, it's kind of the standard one that just came with a Verizon plan, so I believe it's just the sort of Motorola Razr flip phone. I have a basic text messaging add-on to my account, and so basically I can text to and from my phone using Twitter. So if there were, for example, alerts coming from Peninsula College, I could easily opt in to receive those on my cell phone. Okay, so that is basically how it works. It's very straightforward, very simple. It allows people who aren't really into text messaging to take advantage of this wonderful new free way of communicating and pushing out alerts to people. So I encourage you to go to twitter.com if you're interested at all in either finding someone you'd like to follow or becoming part of the conversation yourself and choosing to provide this as an added communication mechanism for whatever type of work you do. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.